Gods and goddesses gather around. Welcome to Mythology and Makeup. I'm Vanessa, and I am thrilled to share my passion of Greek mythology with you while I get ready for the day. Let's uncover the fascinating stories of mythology together, from Athena's wisdom to the captivating stories of the Muses and everything in between. So grab your brushes and a mirror, and let's unleash the beauty and magic within. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope everyone's day is full of love and happiness. Welcome back for another video, guys, and as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope that everyone had a great week, and let's see what cute little Valentine's Day look I can come up with today. So let's get into it. I want to go over the ages of man, because when I went over the story of Prometheus, that was just one version of how the human race was created. So, the ages of man. The Greek poet Hesiod outlined the 5 ages of men in his poem Works and Days: the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the Bronze Age, the Heroic Age, and the Iron Age. Each succeeding age was worse than the age that came before it. So, let's start with the Golden Age. So, let's start with the Golden Age, the first age of man. The Golden Age was a race of humans that all fell under the rule of Kronos. This age of humans lived in peace and harmony. They didn't have to hunt or search for any food because the earth provided literally everything for them. They just chilled and kicked it all day, just living their best lives on planet Earth, just out there, just living it up. They lived to a very old age, but they didn't age like we did. They did not age at all. They stayed youthful their entire lives, until they died peacefully, and they became the guardian spirits of the earth. This age ended when Prometheus gave mankind the gift of fire and all the other arts. Zeus punished Prometheus, as I've mentioned before, by chaining him to a rock where an eagle would come every day and eat his liver over and over and over again. Sounds like a horrible thing. I mean, he was there until Heracles came and saved him. But, so, the gods created the first woman, and her name was Pandora, and they gave her a box and told her to never open it. And she did, and released evil into the world, and that's what ended that age of man. So the next age is the Silver Age, and the rest of these ages fall under Zeus's rule. So Zeus changed the weather from just beautiful and spring all the time to the 4 seasons that we have. So summer, winter, fall, or autumn, however you say it, where you're from, and then spring. So Zeus changed all the seasons, which range from icy, blistering cold of the winter to the blistering heat of the summer. The caves no longer provided protection from the weather, and neither did the forests. So they built their first homes. Food was now less plentiful, so they had to figure out where to find their resources. They figured out how to grow their own food that they needed. And during this age, the humans, lived with their mothers for 100 years, just being babied with their mothers for a whole 100 years. And once they made it into adulthood, they only had a short time to live. See, during this time, they were still incredibly, childish because they were sucking on their mommy's titties for 100 years, just had no responsibility whatsoever. They never learned how to treat one another with kindness, and so they were extremely selfish, and this behavior caused great injustice and a lot of war. During this time, men refused also to worship the gods. And what happens when they refuse to worship the gods? It pisses them off, doesn't it? So Zeus was pissed, doing Zeus things. Oh. Well, my palette broke a little there. Lovely. So he brought their life on earth to an early end, and when their bodies became part of the earth, their spirits entered the underworld, becoming the blessed spirits. Next is the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age was a age of man created by Zeus, but this time they were created by the ashes of the trees. These men were strong and warlike, and they didn't eat bread, which it didn't specify why they didn't eat bread. It just said they didn't eat bread. I don't know about you, but I love me some bread. So I definitely could not live in this time, this age. No, I could not. This is the age of man that was destroyed by a flood in the days of Prometheus and his son and his son's wife. When they died, they all went to the underworld. So let's get into a little bit more detail about this flood, because when I was starting to do my research on the ages of man, I found it very interesting that even in Greek, they have a tale of flooding. I have a feeling this is going to become a very common thing for me to find once I go into other mythologies and different things like that. So let's get into it. Zeus became completely disgusted with man and their ways, so he decided to wipe out the entire race by flooding the earth. Does it sound a little familiar? Because it sounded a little familiar to me when I read it. Prometheus told his son Deucalion to prepare a chest. So basically a little boat. There was no ark. Prepare a chest. And once the rain began to fall, Deucalion and his wife Pyrrha climbed onto their chest, and they floated on the ocean that had taken over the entire earth. It flooded the entire earth, They floated on the ocean for days. There was literally nothing but water in sight. Nothing but water. After 10 days of rain, it finally stopped. And the chest stopped on top of Mount Parnassus. They had to make a sacrifice to Zeus and asked him to restore the human race. They also went to Daphne and prayed. She told them to leave their mother's bones behind. At first, they both were confused. We didn't bring our mother's bones with us. What are you talking about, lady? What are you talking about? But then, Deucalion, I always forget how to pronounce these names super fast, so I apologize. He came up with an idea. His mother's bones must be the stones that were just laying around, because his mom was Gaia, basically, you know, the earth. Once he started placing the stones on the ground, they turned into men. And as Priya started placing her stones on the ground, those stones turned into women. And this is how the human race was reborn. Okay, so next is the heroic age. The heroic age is an age right before our time. The men in this age were similar to the Bronze, but they were more heroic than the Bronze Age people. They were demigods, but many of them were killed in the great wars of Greek mythology. When they died, some of them went to the underworld, and then some of them went to the islands of the blessed ones. So in the heroic age, that's basically the age that I've just been talking about in my last couple videos, you know, with all the heroes. Heracles, like the Trojan War time, Odysseus, Perseus, Theseus, all of them. Jason. Oh, these little hearts are cute. So the next age is the Iron Age. The Iron Age, those humans lived and existed in misery. Children dishonored their parents, family fought with one another, and the social contract between host and guest was just completely broken. Just completely broken. Don't like that last one that I put in there. I'm going to turn a light off because I was looking really pale. I mean, I'm pale in general, but it was looking really pale. During this age, men used lies to make themselves look good, and at the height of this age, humans no longer were shameful of wrongdoing. Zeus will end this age when babies will be born with gray hair and the gods will have completely forsaken humanity. Ooh, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. I'm going to finish my other eye real fast. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. This looks so good. Like, I don't know how well you can see the hearts in the video, but they look so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of shadow, a little bit of pink eyeshadow under the eye. Oh yes, that looks good. That looks so good. Got a little too far in with. Okay, blush. Time for some blush. Where's my blush brush? I'm running low on blush. I'm pretty sure I said that in like 2 videos ago, or maybe in my last video. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. A little bit of blush. But I literally thought I'd, not get through all 5 of those ages so fast. I do apologize for the such short video today. But, I mean, it is Valentine's Day, so I know people got plans. But I don't think, well, maybe add some pink mascara. 1 second. Okay, you can barely see the pink mascara, so I just gave up. I just gave up. So, this is the final look. What do we think? I think it looks so freaking good. I just think it looks so good. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.